free bait. Those boxes that create free bait for you. I'm just gonna put them in my house.
I mean, that's what you said last time, but I feel like it would be easier for you just to never have to worry about bait, and you could just check them every day.
Oh yeah, but I want to get a whole bunch of lobster and crab and all that.
Sure, I mean, you'll still get a bunch of that. I'm not saying you won't get trash, but that way it's like, I don't know, it just seems like a massive time save to not have to bait every single one ever.
Sure. Sorry, I gotta get you up real quick. Be back. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm just waiting for my computer to actually not run slower than molasses.
There's Stoker.
There's Stoker.
There's Stoker.
Never get here.
There's Stoker.
Stairs Stoker.
Was it a cat?
Was it a cat? Was it a rat? No, actually, I was in the middle of writing, which is something that I probably should have been doing more of lately. Need to finally finish the ending of the first chapter of this script and get started on the second chapter.
Oh.
What are you writing for?
I think you already know.
Reader's Digest.
Yes, exactly. Reader's Digest.
Right.
And Rider's Cramp.
Writer's Cramp. I think I got that cramp from writing Stoker. Oh, I got one in.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yes.
Loading up the farm right now.
That's a joke. I wasn't actually born.
Okay. Farm is loading. Farm is up.
Oh, hey, the farm. If I recall correctly, we had good or best luck today.
It was good timing. I just got the game to actually load.
Extra luck. Okay. Let's see, where is my child? I must dole out the daily affections. I have doled out one affection to my wife. I have doled out one affection to my child.
Only one?
Just one.
This game is freezing up for me at points. Let's see.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Not actually progressing things correctly. I'm holding up my hoe and it's not doing anything.
But if
Do we
you
need
click
to-
again,
Do we need to restart?
nothing happens if you click. pick?
Something
Well,
happened
it
when he
happens
clicked.
if I'm using my mouse for some reason.
I personally am not experiencing
One
anything.
affection for the dog.
Quack.
It's not doing anything if I do it on my controller.
You want to check your settings?
So you're
It's, like set to.
Your controller isn't working?
I think it's more that like almost nothing is apparently working.
Interesting.
Get off here, you stupid Jamino. I'm not doing anything today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got strawberries for the basement here.
I've got a lot of planting to do. That's all that today will be.
Okay, time to pick my fish.
So,
Okay, something's definitely wrong with the controller. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
that sucks.
Let's see.
Weird that that would just randomly happen while you're.
You know, video games and computers, they exist to glitch.
I mean, I gotta go get seeds and stuff, but let me know if I can do anything for you.
I will just play with the keyboard for a little bit then. I can remember how to do this.
He's hoping it is a glitch and not a bug. I spent the last 9 hours bug fixing. I don't want to talk about bugs anymore.
You know what? I sympathize.
Is there a name for the emotion you have when you're the lowest ranking person in your company and you have to talk down to your superior because they don't know what they're doing?
I believe the word is employment.
Yeah.
That is so sad that y'all both basically said that at the same time.
You know, I hate doing that. I've had that situation a couple of times in my life, but oh my god, it's just utterly nerve-wracking for me.
It's even more awkward because it's not that I'm talking down to my superior. I'm having to talk down to my superior's brother. Well, I'm at the bad stick of nepotism right now.
Uh-oh.
About 15 or 16 years ago, I worked at a coffee shop in the Bay Area, and the guy who was running it,
Plenty of coffee
he didn't really get the whole digital thing. I mean, he understood it, but he didn't know anything about. Like, he knew only what he had to about computers, and the press we had in the back was like an old duplicator. Like it was like an analog press, and it was just. He was constantly trying to cut corners by doing things like printing business cards on the color copier.
Oh no.
And there were so many instances where I just had to explain to him, like, this isn't possible because X reason, X technical reason, PostScript errors, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, I don't see why you can't make it work. I'm like,
Good times.
Yeah.
Also, Jonas, you're coming in just a tiny bit loud for me.
Oh, hang on.
I mean,
better?
he's not ear-splittingly loud, but he is a bit louder than everybody else.
No. Is this better?
I think that's a bit better.
Okay. Yeah, I've been fiddling with the settings. I needed to change a
You've
couple
been
things.
fiddling with the settings.
Your face.
Settings fiddler.
It's true. Jonas is such a settings fiddler, y'all.
I mean, I'm not going to deny it.
See, he's not even.
How can you? You just admitted to it.
It's just, I don't know. It's just a thing.
You say
You're a
that, but
thing.
obviously it's bothersome.
Whatever. I mean, I have science brain. I don't mind doing this sort of thing. Everything is just calibrating, tweaking, and testing, and modulating, and adjusting, and yeah.
Oh, you said you had science brain. I thought you said you had science brain, and I'm like,
I had science brain. I had sand in my
Has it in a
brain.
jar.
Got all these brains. It's great.
Too many seeds.
you did buy a lot of seeds, apparently.
Well, Rick is also buying quite a mini seed.
Well, that means y'all are going to be growing a bunch of stuff, so.
That is the plan. I really want a super melon.
Super hot watermelons.
Did you say super hot watermelons?
Yes.
No, I said I want a super melon.
No, I
Oh.
mean I was talking to Game Cover.
Yes.
I realized that after it left my mouth.
I've had many revelations after things have left my mouth.
Oh my
All right,
goodness.
you look.
Anytime I say something wrong, Stoker goes up a level.
Of
That's
course,
how it works.
you have to escalate. There's just no way around it.
Escalate! There we go. Ooh,
I also bought a lot of cabbage and radishes.
treasure chest. What do we got? A
Radishes.
prismatic shard. Cool.
Are you in the caves?
Yeah,
You found a treasure room?
We had a little extra luck, so I thought, why not? Ooh, a hole.
Oh no! What floor was it on?
It was on 11. And there's also a
Shoot, I
hole.
mean, too late for me to go, but
Sorry, for some reason I thought I had mentioned I was going to the cave, and apparently I didn't.
you probably did, and I just didn't hear it.
It's also possible that I just thought it and just expected y'all to read my mind. That also happens to me sometimes. I tend to forget that not everyone can read minds like I can. Jonas, you should be ashamed of yourself.
That was random, but okay.
I don't think that was random.
Oh, you think it was random?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Well, okay, just so long as we're on the same page.
Okay, I did buy 34 too many seeds.
See,
Either-
okay,
Go ahead.
I know what you mean, but initially I thought that too many seeds was a specific item, and you bought 34 of those.
Oh my goodness.
Mayonnaise, mayonnaise, la 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 la.
Yes, this is the too many seed. It grows into too many trees.
What would, know what? Maybe I'll just find somewhere else.
So,
I was
what
going
are
to
the
ask if
thoughts?
GC or Stoker would want any of seeds for themselves.
I mean, I'm probably going to neglect farming as I have continued to do in this farming simulator.
No, I don't think I'm gonna be farming.
However, I was going to ask if y'all thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and get that desert warp tower now that the seeds have been purchased.
Thank you. I can always use some broken glasses.
I'm not going to be the one to make that decision, so I'm just staying quiet.
I was wondering for a moment. I was like, is this thing on?
Yes, it's on.
Because people do need to hear my nonsense.
I just had a funny idea.
Are we?
Oh, great, John.
Are you back from the mines yet, Stoker?
I'm coming back. I'm getting on
Can
the
I
bus.
borrow your? I borrow you and your iridium watering can.
Sure. What you want me to water?
Anything that is not watered, because
Right.
I have the sprinklers up, but they don't water anything that isn't hoed. So that was a lot of stuff
All right. Here I come to your farm.
to save the day.
Mighty Bat is on his way. Oops. Here, I'll go here. Whoops. Oh, darn it. Where are you laughing at, Jonas?
Oh, nothing. I'm
Are you laughing at me saying Karn Sarn it?
No. I'm just one of my friends has gotten a little bit of Reddit fame, and the comments. I shouldn't read the comments. I should never read the comments.
You really shouldn't. There was this whole Twitter account I remember seeing once, and the whole thing was like, don't read the comments bot. And like every single tweet was like, today is a great day not to read the comments.
That sounds about right, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
I literally don't.
I'm out of
ran
water.
Out of water.
Generally, the only time
I've got it.
Oh, you good?
Let's go to bed, Stoker. Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, the only time I intersect with Reddit is when something breaks and I have to go to some hardware or software forum to find a solution because they always find it before anyone else. And then, like 2/3 of the comments are, "No, I had the same problem. Good luck."
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yes. So yeah, or in the very rare instance that my art gets on Reddit, which is awkward, but whatever.
Okay.
Truffle.
Oh, I need these radishes to grow so I can complete another recipe.
If I had a nickel for every time I've said that.
Okay, hold on a second.
What would you do if you had a nickel for every time you said that?
If you had a nickel for every time I've said, if I had a nickel for every time I've said,
I would be a very rich man.
you would be. And if you were a rich man. Yeah, I need nor to that, Jonas.
If I were a rich man.
I'm curious if house pets has ever been mentioned on Reddit. I feel like it must. Oh, it has.
No, House Pets has never been mentioned on Reddit. Are you kidding me?
Does it have its own subreddit?
It does.
Probably.
House Pets has never been mentioned on Reddit. It's never been mentioned on TV tropes.
Real talk. Should I read all of House Pets this weekend, or is it overrated?
You should definitely read it all week. Send your soul to House Pets.
I remember when I read the whole thing through the first time.
I believe I was first introduced to House Pets by a friend of mine in something like 2009, maybe 2010.
I think it was about the same.
Is that friend's name Rick?
No, I did not know Rick at the time.
Yeah.
There was a time that you didn't know Rick.
No,
Oh,
right.
It's true. And that
Scandalous.
time was yesterday.
Hey kids, I made a house
Yesterday.
pets themed dating sim.
Yes, I
Okay.
heard about that. That was comical. It actually was pretty loose, but yeah, it was like, okay, we got a dating sim now.
There we go.
Can you imagine the house pets, like a fan made house pets dating sim, but it breaks canon horribly to the point that it like enrages any dedicated fan?
Well, if I remember correctly, they go to school.
You can date Peanut with Mrs. Sandwich.
I mean, it's easier for me to imagine one that breaks canon than one that is canon compliant. Which is not because I can't imagine shipping house pets characters, because obviously I can. It's just because
Stoker, that's gross. Who ships house pets characters? This strip is clean and wholesome. May I remind you, this is a Christian Minecraft server?
Oh my gosh,
Jay,
no.
are we still doing that?
Okay. Probably,
we'll be doing that for the next 17 years.
yeah.
I
That's
feel like that's
not
going to be
good.
a catchphrase at this point. GC's catchphrase is now, he must never know.
Must never know what.
That's exactly what
That
I'm
is
saying.
exactly right. Exactly.
Oh, Ray, which one was me on the little thing you drew with the meat and the stairs?
Oh, were you one of the people that were?
Oh, uh-oh.
I was absolutely on the meat team. Thank you very much.
Oh, I just glanced at the video and I went off of who was in the Discord call at the moment.
That means Jonas was not any of them. He's the Jonas that no one
Silence.
noticed.
Oh, Joan.
The Jonas a Jonas.
Jonas who's been
I
left
still
behind.
have it open.
I see how. No.
It's too late. It's too late.
The moment
I
is
still
passed.
know it is.
We're moving on. We're going for.
Oh, Jonas.
I see how it is.
So who wasn't in there?
I mean, there were more than 4 people who played that game, to be fair.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, I played it even.
That's right.
And Game
Yes,
Over too. I
I
meant
know you did.
like specifically the meat moment.
The meat.
I know Game Crover was
Was
one
I
of them,
part of the
though.
meat moment?
I don't
And if
think
I
so.
wasn't-
All part of the meat moment. It was
Why did
part
you
of all of us.
I don't remember who played back then, but
And why was I excluded from the meat moment if that was the case?
We weren't
If I
available
may,
every
for just
night.
a moment, intrude on this valuable meat conversation. I have a question about Stardew Valley.
Sure.
Do I go ahead and buy that silo, that warp thing? Can we put this to a vote? We have the million, and I have all the other ingredients. What say you, Rick, Game Cobra, and Game Ace?
Go ahead.
I say go ahead,
Yeah.
but you have to water these crops.
Oh, I did not even see them. Okay, I will water them first.
Like, you have an iridium one. Just use the full setting.
Oh.
You-
I suppose I do have an iridium one at that.
shoot.
Wow,
There you go.
this thing's potent.
Like the meat.
Whoops.
I thought honestly when you started saying meat, it was something like you guys had like a thing going on that I didn't know about. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we had a meat thing.
There.
You just have to, you have to be there.
Why couldn't I be part of your meat thing? Why couldn't I touch your meat thing?
Jonas.
Oh,
Jonas.
boy.
You know you're always welcome to touch my meat thing.
Jonas, I'm the one that makes the accidental when we knows. Come on.
Accidental.
All right, let's see. Let's see if I remember if I brought everything. It's the money, and then What's the
Like
rest
a
of
bunch
the
of iridium bars, right? Like 10 of them or something.
yeah,
crap.
iridium bars. That's what I forgot to bring with me. I gotta bring these iridium bars. And it's coconuts, and it's frickening
Frickening?
I think it's also frickening cactus fruit. But the iridium bars, that's what I forgot to bring with me. Yeah, do you think I have enough? I have 108 iridium bars.
Probably not.
Well. Alright, here we go, y'all. I'm on my way to make the most expensive purchase any of us have made so far in this heckening game.
It would actually be the most expensive purchase that any of us have ever made playing this game ever.
Really? Nobody's done this before?
Nye and this never got to that. I don't really remember what made us stop playing. It kind of just fell off. We were basically to the same stage.
Warps you to the desert. 20 iridium bar, 10 coconut, 10 cactus fruit, and 1 million G. All right. Where does it go?
The most centralized place on the farm that you can put it that's not obstructive visually or logistically.
All right, well, let's see.
Yes, that's a lot of stipulations, but they are necessary.
I'm probably going to end up putting it like in one of my unused corners because I have a lot more of them than everybody else.
Yeah, there were a couple spots next to your house that were empty. Is it a 3x3 item?
It is a 3x3.
And that might work the best.
All right, I'll put it right here. Boom. It exists. Oh, you know what? I haven't talked to the wizard. Hey, wizard, what's up?
Talking to the wizard?
I trust you enough to let you see what's in my basement. Treat it with respect. I'm leaving. Okay.
Yeah, I like this already. Here, pick it up. Chop down trees, pick it up cactuses.
Man, there it is. Look at that. Here we are, just a couple of desert chums.
Come all this way, and now look at us.
What a journey it has been.
Did you say what a journey it has been?
What a journey it has been. Invader Bim.
Nice.
Invader. Oh, Jonas. I'm on floor 24 if anybody cares.
Well, I care.
25.
Care, but do you really?
There we go. That was... Oh, for pity's sake. I actually did have something I needed to do in the desert, and then I just freaking left. Like a fool!
You were too busy basking your own glory, you fool.
I feel very proud of this accomplishment, y'all.
Should. It's actually a pretty big one.
Yep.
And we definitely got the bigger, more useful one.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was saving up for this one first.
Oh,
I
I
figured
know.
it would be the most the bestest, the most bestest.
The second most, in my opinion, useful would be the beach warp one.
Wow.
That will be getting there anytime soon, but
Yeah, I don't even know what items I'd need to save up for the beach one.
probably like clam.
Oh, I'm curious. Let me just see what the beach one requires. Not as I said that I expect that we'll be getting it anytime soon, but I'm curious.
Cost your firstborn soul.
If we get the beach one,
Okay, well, all he's doing is crawling around anyway, so.
if we don't get the beach one, I'm gonna put it in my yard.
I mean, we could have one in each yard.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty full.
Let's see.
I just put it right next to my pond.
Each one requires 5 iridium bars, 10 clams, and 10 coral. Wow, in terms of material, this is pretty cheap. But it's the million G still.
Of course.
Go Milio.
And
Smooth.
Earth Obelisk requires 10 iridium bar and 10 Earth Crystal. I'm not sure what they... Well, I guess anything that cuts down on moving around is good.
If you just had the million, like, to spare for nothing else, then why not? But
Why not,
level
indeed?
level 41, there's a treasure chest.
Rick, are you
I-
okay?
No.
You look like you're having a seizure in your dining room.
Let me see.
What?
Oh, that's not good. It's gonna blow, Captain. Oh, that was bad. Wow. I was
I'm
trying to
still
just
trying to
it
figure out what the hell is wrong with my controller.
That's weird.
Maybe it finally just gave out.
No?
You may
I bet Pam has to do
you may
that.
have to resync
You
it.
just, like
Yeah.
calibrate or plug it.
It's the controller itself is working fine, but for some reason it turned on the mouse control again. And I have
That's
absolutely
weird.
no idea what did that, and I don't know how to turn it off again.
You got me. That's sort of out of my area of expertise.
I mean, do you want to, like, stop again after this day is over and try and figure it out? 'Cause that's kind of important.
Yeah, it
You
does seem
seemed a
like a
bit-
little bit of an issue.
I can tell you've been frustrated, so I would like you to enjoy the communal experience.
Indeed.
Pastoral Luddite experience.
You call us Luddites?
Yeah.
Am I
How
wrong?
dare you?
How dare you? You come into my house with my beautiful
The day
daughter,
of my daughter's
Stokely.
wedding.
Yeah. My daughter, Stokely. That's her
That is
name.
what he named it.
That's adorable.
Yeah. I was taking,
So cute. If she'd been a boy, what would you have named him?
obviously, then he would have been Helloker.
All right, then.
Hello, Ochre.
Oh,
Play with
no.
us today.
I'm picturing like a Hello Dolly Stoker. Or not Hello Dolly. Hello Kitty. Same thing.
That is the reference I just made, yes.
Yeah. Hello Kitty, Hello Dolly. I mean, what's the difference?
A lot.
No.
Just said no. That was it.
Nope.
So this is kind of a pittance at this point, but there's another benefit to having that tower there.
What's that?
It actually pays for itself over time.
Really? That's mighty nice of it.
Well, if you think about it, what do you have to do? What did you have to do to go to the desert before you bought the tower?
I had to ask Pam real nicely with money.
That is correct.
Stoker, did you bribe someone?
If by that you mean pay bus fare, yes.
That's bribery. You're paying a person to take you somewhere who wouldn't do that otherwise.
He's right.
I'm gonna get you reported.
I'm gonna get you reported, and then they're gonna take you away, and then you're gonna be in jail because you're a bad man. And you did bad things.
Reported and deported.
Call them the Stardew Valley PD. They're gonna be on you like white on rice.
Oh no, the SDPD. Wait, SBPD. I know.
They're gonna be on him like ice on Guatemalans.
What?
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that took me a second too. But no.
I actually did not get that for a moment.
It's taken
And
me
I was
more than a second.
Happier person for that.
Best luck today.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, Rick.
Oh yeah, the
Oh.
thing that I was doing, everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't actually ever hear you say, yes, I'm going to do that, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Is nobody talking in the chat?
Wait, what?
Not that I can see.
Actually, it's kind of a low turnout.
All right, well, I'm going to
Hindsight
get a drink.
2020.
I'll go get you.
Oh, it's a week before Christmas. Everyone's probably. I don't know. What do you do a week before Christmas? You knit your stocking or something?
A week before Christmas, you pre-Christmas.
You pre-Christmas. I see.
Yeah, you heard me. You can quote me on that.
Aren't there like 12 days of Christmas? Are we in the 12-day range now? Is that, I mean,
No. The first day of Christmas actually starts on Christmas.
When do you light the Christmas tree on fire?
Well, that happens on the nightmare before Christmas.
I was gonna say there is a tradition to light the Christmas goat on fire on the Christmas Eve.
Oh God, yes, that goat in what is it, Norway?
Yeah, it's like
Apple
Spanish
locking.
coming. And it's funny because you're not supposed to. It's like they don't want you to do that, but it always gets torched every year.
Yeah, they're always like super proud of themselves when they actually manage to keep it from getting torched for a full year, for a full season.
They keep putting more security around it, and everyone just takes it as a challenge. They're like, all right.
How do you suppose that even got started?
Drunk people. I'm gonna go with drunk people.
Someone just wanted to have a nice giant straw goat, and someone was like, no. And then that person was like, well, I'm going to do it this year, and this year you're not going to do it. And it just kind of escalated.
You can't have a straw goat. Nobody can have a straw goat. That's unacceptable.
The last straw goat.
It's an offense unto the Lord.
Yeah, that's one of those extra verses that nobody pays any attention. That's like the 45th commandment or whatever.
Thou shalt not have a goat made of the reeds of the field.
Did you say the reeds of the field?
I don't know. I'm Jewish. I don't care.
But Jonas, this is like
No, don't care. Jewish.
Hebrew Bible stuff.
Jewish. Don't care. I don't know how it works. I never paid attention.
You never paid attention.
Oh, no.
You did upload your gadget picture.
What?
You did upload your gadget picture.
Yeah,
Where?
Speaking of the weeds of the field.
On FA.
Oh, yeah.
Did you not put it on Twitter?
I haven't tweeted it yet. I'll get to that at some point.
Oh, you monster.
Yeah.
You are the ultimate cookie monster.
I am.
You're
I'm the
history's
cookie
greatest
monster.
cookie monster.
I am. It's true.
Do. But yes, the 12 days of Christmas do actually refer to a specific time period between December 25th and January 6th, the 6th being called 12th night.
Huh. Oh, like to play.
Yes.
So basically, Shakespeare invented Christmas.
Yeah. Yes. No. Wait. What? Jonas, don't be ridiculous. Charles Dickens invented Christmas.
I knew it. He was a time traveler.
He was. He was a Time Lord.
I think I read that fan fiction.
Well, I mean, they did have him on an episode, didn't they, Dickens?
They did. They had him on like 2 episodes.
Well, I'll be
And it was
that
a jerk.
little Dickens.
I'll be a little Dickens.
Oh wait, I need to actually start watching. Oh no, wait, it's not going. Never mind.
Yeah, sure.
No, it is going, but Rick's not.
Yeah, we're just
Here we
waiting
go.
for him to figure out his issue, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's. I hope it's nothing major.
Like you said, I'm just not sure what have
I
even
hope at
caused
worst
it.
it's something Colonel. I'm not good at these puns.
It's fine. We're not judging him. We're totally judging him.
I'm not good at this.
It's okay.
I'm hoping Stoker could rub off on me, but I mean, I guess I wouldn't
I
have that
mean,
anyway.
Sure, you want him to do that?
I mean,
It
listen,
leaves you with kind of a tainted feeling.
I mean, if you ask me nicely. Oh.
Canada.
Oh, wonderful thing about Stokers. The Stokers are wonderful things.
Ray linked the gingerbread goat in the Discord.
Gingerbread goat.
Well, it looks like gingerbread. It looks like frosted gingerbread because of the snow.
Oh, is this year's? It does
Probably.
look like gingerbread.
It's fun to watch like the time lapse of the goat when it catches on fire and like try and figure out exactly who did it. Like the one like single frame where you see the guy throwing the dynamite onto it or whatever.
Jonas, they're trying to burn it down, not just like destroy the
I
city.
was gonna say a match, but
The new
my brain
tradition
said
of
dynamite.
exploding the goat.
Match too small. What could it have been? Dynamite. Yes, that is next step up for match.
They're all like, okay, fine, we can't burn it down, so
Shush.
On terrorist destruction.
Shush. Anyway,
good times.
I wish we had Krampus in America. I wish there was like a big fucking deal about Krampus and like there were like Krampus cards and like Krampus parades and like dumb Krampus specials on TV where he's just like,
Unfortunately, the best you got was that
The
movie.
community's doing its part on that.
no, I want like Krampus. I want like Krampus specials for kids that like traumatize them and they. I'm a terrible person.
We need to revive Rankin Bass from the dead so they can make this movie.
I was gonna say Chuck Jones. I'm like, we need the Chuck Jones.
If it's going to be done in that Rankin Bass style, you don't need to actually bring back Rankin Bass. You need to just give worthy kids the money.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because I don't. You've seen Jonas. You've seen Worthy Kids. He deliberately does the Rankin Bass stop motion animation style, but he
I was
doesn't.
showing Greg it for
CGI,
the first
right?
time the other day when Worthy Kids put up that Desert Cowboy song. And he's like,
Yeah. It's so like it looks exactly like.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, not 1-to-1, but I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. There's definitely there's definitely some. All right, fine. Anyway,
It's completely accurate.
all right. What you said.
Molecule.
Okay. Yeah, very good.
Frame perfect.
Imperfect. 1 in 60.
Oh, I don't think
"Man,
this
don't
is
talk to me
animated
until
on
you can block
60.
15 technicals in a row."
In fact, I don't even think this is animated on 64. Or 64, what am I saying? 24. I wonder how many frames per second he is doing this on.
0.
0 frames. It's just a still image.
If you wanna
Actually,
find out
0
how big-
frames would be nothing.
Excuse me. If you want to find out, he did, or at least is doing a sort of tutorial where he goes through how he made that cowboy video.
Oh, magnificent.
I should check that out.
Hang on a second. I'm going to BRB just a second.
I'm not interested in stop motion at all, but like it's interesting to see this stuff.
It's Blender. All the stuff he does is in Blender. Even his stuff that looks like 2D.
It's in Blender?
It's in Blender. It's I think it's called Grease Paint or Grease
Oh, that thing. You know, I couldn't figure the thing out. I like learned enough Blender just to make like basic stuff. But yeah, I couldn't figure Grease Paint. It completely baffled me. I know what it is. I know what it's supposed to do. I'm like, nope, not happening.
Yeah, his Big Top Burger series is like an incredible example of what you can do with Grease Pencil, because most of it looks like 2D, but there are a couple times where the characters do a turnaround and you're like, that's a 3D model.
Well, damn. It's props for innovation.
When Palpatine's falling down the chute.
Yes. So
Vader, are you doing a bit here? Are we good?
No, Vader, no!
Just a little tonks against the side as he's falling down.
Oh no, you look terrible. Dead? I am dead? You should be dead.
Dead. I would like you to be as well.
Are you talking about funny jokes?
No, stop.
You old sponge. You look terrible.
I'm not a my dad.
You know that's Worthy Kid's voice is doing Emperor.
for my tiny little body.
He's
Oh no.
Oh no! I'm particularly fond of the Worthy Kids cartoons. That I think may be my two favorites. I really enjoy Witches on Tinder.
Oh god, that's so good.
And I really enjoy Jason taking everyone out on to the convenience store that road trip.
You know, like the one with the movie Monsters where Jason is just a soccer mom.
Did you show me that one, Stoker?
Which one?
The Jason one.
I don't know, but I'll link it in the chat.
Yeah, send me the link. Sure.
I love how in the Witches one, she's talking about how she's going to use the young pictures, but when she has the flashback about if she was a child, she's green and got the big nose.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions about that. There, okay. I put Jason and friends in the Discord.
Friends.
I think the youth potions might be a little problematic.
No, it starts with her. She's like, my sister, she dropped the take of the century on me, which is...
I think I did see this. I think you linked this to me. Yeah.
I think I saw a similar comic to this kind of style. Basically, what would happen if Jason and Tommy were friends?
I've seen a lot of wholesome Jason content on the internet lately. I can't imagine why. It certainly has nothing to do with that super fancy Blu-ray box set that Scream Factory just released a couple of months ago.
Are you talking about the comic that's ongoing where Jason is just trying to be like a good camp counselor?
I enjoy that one quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen two flavors of that kind of thing. Either it's played for laughs, like, oh, he's just a misunderstood monster, or it's an AU where they're actually nice and just like, and they're a misunderstood monster, you know? But
it's
it is
just a big dude who may be undead.
He's not weird. Maybe he plays hockey.
Maybe he does play hockey.
I mean, who knows?
Maybe we all play hockey.
Skin condition, okay? He has to protect his face.
I mean, yes, he does in fact have some sort of condition. I have seen his face.
I'm not sure if he's aware of what kind of sports out there from what I'm able to, from what I read the stories. But if he saw hockey, I bet he would say yes to it.
I mean, why not? He's already got the whacking people with things part down.
Body check. Jason Gill in the penalty box stares at the referee. Okay, never mind.
What?
When you hit the puck, just imagine you're hitting it with the side of the machete, all right? You don't want to cut it in half again.
Oh, here's how you tell Jason. You tell Jason, the hockey puck has to hit the goaltender in the head to kill him, but pretend that the net is the actual head, not the goaltender's head. The net is his head.
God.
Yeah. See, we can't be killing people here, but if you want to pretend it's a killing game, kill the hockey net.
You can't make an omelet without killing a few people.
Hey, y'all can hear us, right? In the Twitch? I don't know.
The credits are going. The captions are going.
You're a
Roll
caption.
credits.
Your face is a caption.
Oh, you did the thing I did, but you didn't do it as well as I did.
How rude. How rude of you, dude. I've had it with your dude. That's
Yeah,
right.
trouble.
I just remembered like one of those parody posts where you're walking up to the couple and you're like, which one of you is the blank and which one of you is the blank, and like you walk up to the head couple and you're like, so which one of you prepares the world for devastation and which one of you unites all people within our nation? And then someone reblogged that and tagged themselves, and they're like, I'm the one who says meowth, that's right.
Oh, man.
Do 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 do.
So, Jonas, you said you're working on art stuff.
Well, I was. I'm sort of. I'm kind of stopped. I was sketching. Like, sorry. I'm just. You know.
I'm just being a pest. You know.
ADD kicked in, and squirrel. You know. No.
I don't say anything. I just stare at you.
Glare at me across the internet, which I can't see. Although I can imagine it.
He's
Yeah.
through his eyes, and written in the back of his eyeballs is NDA.
Yeah, I was working on Penny, but I kind of like slowed down because like I'm sort of tired.
Yeah, well,
I've been doing this marathon to raise money for one of my friends. Like tomorrow's gonna be the third and final day.
Oh, if
Huh?
Never mind.
Okay.
I've been working on trying to get some stuff done in Unity with Ink, which is supposed to be like a text and to Unity engine thing. Basically, you're able to write up a story in a pretty natural way through a series of conversations, and then that will just appear in a game. And you literally just have this story of just like, this person said this person said this.
So
The
it's like
background looks like this, and you can just edit that however you want, and then it'll load up correctly.
an AI constructed narrative?
Not AI constructed. It uses a set of tags, and you do have to sort of set those up beforehand, but it's like, it's a way that you can sort of have story edits and story dialogue happen in a game where you can sort of make it independent from working in the engine. So you can have people who are just good at writing handle that.
Huh. How about that? That sounds like fun. Well, sort of.
I
don't know, is it fun? I don't know. Is it fun?
It's interesting. I'm trying to look into right now how to do some image spawning stuff. You know, where I say like, oh, I want this character when they're mad and crossing their arms image to associate this line of text. And so I'm trying to just set that up so that it will automatically sort of put characters on the left and right of the screen, and it'll sort of programmatically set up a sort of VN scenario.
Well, neat. Cool.
You're
I didn't know
indeed.
you could do that kind of thing in Unity. I said I didn't know you could do that kind of thing in Unity. That's cool.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want if you
do
know
anything
how.
in Unity.
Oh, okay.
One of the best GDC or game designer talks I saw was about a bunch of guys who made the absolute most trash like game ever. And what it was just asset flips on a casino.
Mhm.
It was like a casino game, like a 3-slot spin the wheel thing, whatever.
Mhm.
They would have it so they could automatically search a term. It would give them the term back, pictures for that term, and text to speech for something about that term. They would then make those automatically load into Unity, and it would make a game automatically with all of those assets on the thing. So they could literally just be like, banana. And in 30 minutes, they would have a game called 3D Banana Casino Free. That would be on the store automatically.
I could see this being horribly abused, but go on.
They then made a Unity game that made Unity games, and they generated one every 120 seconds.
Dude, I'm just waiting for like the Skynet moment when it decides humans are no longer necessary, okay?
They made like 700 or 900 of these things, and they just started plugging in. They're just like, okay, Google top terms for today. And then those would be the like 20 games that they made that day.
Do you ever wonder if something like this is responsible for all those weird YouTube videos like Elsa goes to the dentist or whatever?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. It's the same kind of thing where it's just like, look at what
You're trying to abuse the
popular-
algorithms to get views.
Yeah, use the most popular terms on kid searches, however they can determine that a kid is searching for something. Find free models of that on something, load them into a thing, automatically set them up with like default animations. There's a lot of this stuff where you can just kind of like press a button and it'll make whatever you want.
Nice. Well, who needs humans on games anymore?
I know, right?
CD Projekt Red needs a lot more humans, apparently.
Oh my god, are we going there? Because that was just such a horribly weird thing to see today.
I mean, yeah, now with Sony completely backpedaling on it,
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Literally handing out refunds to everybody who bought it on the platform.
The refunds, I was like, oh yeah, I could see it outright taking it off the
Taking
store.
it off the store. Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, a bunch of people were like, Jonas, you should play this game. It's your aesthetic. I'm like, yeah. But, I mean, you know.
Yeah, but there are also good games with that aesthetic.
I mean, it might get there eventually. It's mostly just the fact that they pushed it with, I think, 10 trillion bugs.
Yeah.
10 trillion bugs and then putting in features to hide those bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
It's
Feels
also
like
one of the assless characters who are like T-posing in cars. I love it because somebody figured out what it was. Is that somebody was just like, hey, we're spending half a millisecond rendering pants on player characters who are in cars, but you can't see them. So why not
Stoker
just
has something
remove
to
it?
say about that.
Wait, what?
That Stoker has something to say about that.
I actually missed what you said.
Characters
He's
going
like-
pantsless in Cyberpunk when they're in a car because you don't need to render it if you can't see it.
Are they
I
pants?
mean,
as
isn't
in,
that
like,
just how everybody rides in cars?
well, are they pantsless as in like no pants on their lower halves, or they just don't have lower halves?
No pants on the lower halves. You can just because they'll end up T-posing in the car as well, and then you just have ass cheeks staring at you while you're third personing the car.
Barbie doll and enemy. Yay.
And I assume if you flip the car around, you would also see their genitals, but those pictures don't get posted to news outlets.
Says you.
Cyberpunk B is like a video game that was meant to be made like a Hollywood movie, and they said, okay, let's put a lot of advertising into this, and let's work with the bugs later.
Yeah.
Because Keanu Reeves is in it. But I know that's not the only reason, but I mean, it's when they've had Hideo Kojima,
Keanu Reeves was a draw for normies. People who don't play video games at all. They're just like, oh, I know this guy. He's in the sci-fi movie from 2000.
That was one of the things that worried me when I heard about Cyberpunk. Is that I hope it doesn't become one of those like Hollywood advertise like games, and suddenly you buy it. Suddenly, like, wait, where did all these bugs come from? Don't say you put them on advertising.
It's weird to think Final Fantasy 15 is probably the worst offender of that.
Oh, yeah?
It's got so much product placement in that game. All of the clothes are designer brands you can buy in real life. All of the camping equipment you have in there is Coleman brand.
What?
They have a costume that's you just wearing a cup noodle mascot outfit.
Is this like bonus that you can unlock, or just regular
No,
stuff?
that's just what's in the game. The car you drive is an Audi.
I only drive innies.
Thank you.
Probably because they want to get noticed by higher movie companies and stuff like that.
I mean,
movies have been doing for years.
It's the next logical step of product placement, but I mean, it's just, it's tacky.
If you look at their history, like they were desperate back in the day.
Hang on a second again.
Now they're finally, they got a movement. They have to start taking it seriously, right? That's the way Square Enix was, or Squaresoft. But yeah, when you go back and backtrack on it and look at it now, you say, was this really the path they had to take? And sometimes I say, probably. I don't know. I had to work with them to know. Still no. Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest are still living, so I'm happy with that.
I think there'll be a little less product placement in the next Final Fantasy.
Man.
On a funny note,
well, 16 is going to be an MMO again, I think.
No, 16 is a back to roots medieval fantasy.
Yeah, right. And it's just Yoshi P's kind of on that.
Yeah.
That's what.
Watch, they have like medieval products by Coleman and.
Funny thing is, I baited a side by side. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Good.
I was putting a side by side comparison of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, the two big games of Square Enix. And if you played the recent Dragon Quest, you notice that it's becoming a lot more like Dragon Ball, the cartoon, but in a more kiddie like.
Well, it's the same artist.
Oh yeah, but I find, yeah. But what I found amusing though is that it's actually unlike Dragon Ball. They're trying to tone it down even further, even though it's a story about becoming a hero and killing demons and people dying. But they're trying to. It feels like it's been. It's much more innocent, I should say, and I find that amusing. They're trying to make it look more innocent.
They're innocent.
Is Dragon Quest 11? The world gets destroyed 3 times in that game. Spoilers.
I know. Well, Dragon Quest always was an evil thing. I try to destroy the world. Come on. It's got to be a story thing with them. Spoiler alert, the world's going to die if you don't save it. Come on. But yeah. But I just find it amusing because I could see them doing it. But if they're taking like Final Fantasy to like higher, like trying to get noticed by Hollywood, I figured what would happen if Dragon Quest was noticed by, say, Nickelodeon. I'm laughing at that idea.
I mean, you'd probably be looking at something like Sonic Boom then, because that's exactly what happened. Is Cartoon Network basically co-produced Sonic Boom like as a version and iteration of the Sonic franchise?
Did people like Sonic Boom? Because I thought it was funny, but
the game was bad. The cartoon
game bad, cartoon good.
Basically, yeah. Because the game was released unfinished. Because, Sega
like
learned such a valuable... It was,
did any of the
Sega learned such a valuable lesson from Sonic 2006.
What was the shitty 3D one? Was it with the flickies or whatever?
Oh, you're thinking of Sonic 3D Blast.
Yes.
That one wasn't shitty. That one was experimental. The shitty 3D one was Sonic Labyrinth, where you couldn't spin dash or anything.
I never played that.
I think it was a Game Gear one.
No.
I think Sonic and the Black Knight was the only game I rage quit as a child because I was like, this game's bullshit.
What was the
I'd
one?
say that would have been a great game style for Sparkster, the Rocket Knight, to come back as.
Oh, yeah.
He's got sword and kind of goes fast.
Yeah.
Could have worked.
Was that the
Just
one?
rewriting like a war machine or something.
Yeah.
What was the one that everyone despised? I know there was one Sonic game that like everybody hated. Was it that
Sonic
one?
2006.
Sonic 06.
Right.
The one, the only one that's actually so bad that Sega has not only retconned it out of existence, but they will not sell it in any of the virtual stores on any of the consoles anymore.
Wow.
Like that, I want you to consider that for a moment, considering all the other stuff that Sega has been okay with Sonic's name being attached to, and consider that's the one where they're like, no, we don't want him associated with this.
Nice.
Like, that's where it went.
I love how just so many issues in Sonic games come down to rushing for Christmas. Like, that's the reason why Sonic 3 got split into 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah. Well,
So cool. Go on.
so rushing for the McDonald's Happy Meal tie-in toys.
Oh my god.
You know, I loved the whole like lock-on 2-part game thing. Like I was like, wow, it's like a to be continued, but a video game. You know, I was. Let's see, that would have been like what 1996 ish, I think.
5, 6, yeah.
Yeah, so I would have been like a teenager. Yeah, I thought it was rad. You know, it's like, wow, this is a new concept, and like I didn't even realize that it was because of what you said, because they were rushing it.
Yeah.
I mean, that one ended up being okay, just because that's one of the greatest Sonic games ever made. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of the top ones, easily.
I love that one.
Oh, yeah, well, if you love it so much, then why don't you fee?
Okay.
So, Rick, I've been seeing you start up the game over and over. Are you making any progress on this?
Rick?
Rick, are you muted?
he may be in the zone.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can keep on
We can continue with this latest episode of our podcast.
with the mouth flapping. I mean, you know,
He's gone full on gadget on us. He's under his desk, greased up.
Smoking.
Rat.
Rocking
Yeah.
his
He's probably in a flamethrower right now.
And I'm pretty sure he's not streaming, so
well, no, he's not. But
I mean, but they can still hear us.
he's not streaming to Discord. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, he's not streaming Discord or anything like that.
Still on Twitch, though.
Yeah, still on Twitch. We can see
we're all
him
still on Twitch.
booting
we're
up
all-
Stardew.
Why, this is hell, nor am I out of it.
To the lovely 17 people watching us, we salute you. All the way from America.
You know-
and this one Canadian guy.
one I really wanted to play but never got around to was Sonic Colors. I loved the concept. I really wanted to check it out. It looked pretty cool. I just like it kind of came and went, and like it was on my radar a little bit, and I was just like, I should check that out. I'm putting it on my Steam list.
only well-received Sonic games during that entire run.
I can't figure this out. I've tried everything that I could find, and I'm sure everybody on the stream is very bored by now.
Oh, I don't know. I've actually been responding to a lot of the stuff we've been rambling about.
We can keep the crowd happy, but I mean, it's up to you.
I don't really want to be streaming right now.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
So are we calling it for the night then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
not a problem.
All right, thank you for coming, everybody. Sorry about the technical issues. Hopefully we'll have excuse me. We'll have all this ironed out by next time.
No problem.
Y'all take care. Have a good one.
And take care. Have a good one.